Good afternoon. Thanks for coming today. I want to share outcomes pertaining to two successful narcotics investigations. These independent operations both resulted in detectives removing deadly narcotics and those who profit from these poisons from the streets of Jacksonville. Both operations targeted fentanyl trafficking. As I've said repeatedly, even a tiny dose of fentanyl can be deadly. Fentanyl's increasing use as a street drug explains the explosion of overdose deaths in recent years in our community and nationally. Operation Tulsa led to the arrest of Shaylin Ross. Ross is a convicted felon who previously served time in Florida State Prison. Our partnerships with other law enforcement agencies continue to be vital to the success of targeted operations. Operation Tulsa was a joint operation investigated by JSO Narcotics, the DEA, and North Florida HIDA. On June 2nd, 2023, Ross was arrested for 2 counts of trafficking in fentanyl, 1 count of trafficking in methamphetamine, 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and 1 count of felony possession of marijuana. During this operation, narcotics seized 3 handguns, 2 rifles, 1 kilo of fentanyl, equating to 500,000 lethal doses, 5.25s of fentanyl pressed into pills, 5.25 pounds that is, pressed into pills, 6 pounds of methamphetamine, 89.40 grams of marijuana, $1,558 in cash. The street value for the drugs seized during the Operation Tulsa totals $256,172. Operation Jam resulted in the arrest of Tommy Maitland. Working with North Florida HIDA, JSO Narcotics detectives arrested Maitland on May 25th, 2023 for 1 count of trafficking in fentanyl, 1 counting of trafficking in methamphetamine, 1 count of felony possession of marijuana with intent to sell, and 1 count of felony possession of paraphernalia for the manufacture or delivery of narcotics. During this operation, narcotics detectives executed a residential search warrant and seized 4 handguns, 1 rifle, 5 pounds of methamphetamine, 1.18 kilos of fentanyl, equating to more than 500,000 lethal doses of the drug, $13,584 in cash, and 60.68 pounds of marijuana. And listen, marijuana is still illegal. I don't care how minor people think it is, it's still illegal. And it does cause death through murder and other different ways. The street value of drugs seized during Operation Jam totals $120,195. As you can imagine, between the guns and drugs, the residents presented hazardous conditions. Because detectives saw a child coming in and out of this residence before the search warrant was executed, Maitland was additionally charged with 2 counts of child neglect. To protect the privacy of that child, I will not share any additional identifying information. I want to commend the dedicated investigators, both within this agency, the DEA, and North Florida HIDA, for the remarkable results of both of these operations. Anytime that fentanyl and any other dangerous narcotics are removed from our streets, Jacksonville immediately becomes a bit safer. But the success of operations like these is far more reaching. Violence surrounds the street narcotics trade. I spent a decade of my life in the homicide unit, and I can tell you from personal experience that the illegal narcotics market is a combustion engine which fuels the street violence in Jacksonville. To date, violent crime is down across the city. The homicide numbers are down. Shooting numbers are down. Time and time again, I'm asked why we are experiencing this welcome dip in local violent crime. Well, it's because of, it wasn't because of chance or luck. Fundamentally, it is a result of the hard work, day to day, of the men and women of JSO. Through successful targeted narcotics operations such as these, investigators take the people and the substances which fuel violence off of our streets. This proactive policing model stops violence before it happens. So much of law enforcement is reactive in nature. That will always be the case, but I am proud that this agency's response to crime is multifaceted. Prevention, intervention, and enforcement together, all of these aspects are downward trend in violence in our city. And they could not be possible without the dedication of the public servants who work at this agency. And I'll be happy to take any questions that you may have.
Sheriff, the residents in Operation Jams, can you give us a location of the city that was?
I'll get that for you. I don't have that right with me.
I know you said that these were independent investigations. Is there any connection between the two arrests?
No, there is not.
Thanks, Sheriff.
All right, thank you.